going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Crate series. Last episode, if I could remember, I think I was connecting power up to this. I don't know, it's been a day since I played Minecraft. I was free for a minute. Yeah, I think we connected this to power, and then we got the fan going. So now all we have to do is connect the belts to the machine. So these three machines, and then if we ever get more, we can just throw them right down here. But I just gotta connect those, which means I need to put chunk loaders down here. That's something I need to do, because yeah, this one can connect up to that, this one can connect up to here, and then that one could just add on to these two, which is gonna be pretty close because it's right there. But oh well, I don't care. All right, so this one we are gonna have to try and filter out for a second. So I need two funnels, and that would go here, one will go here. Now, I don't need storage drawers here or chests. I could just put a barrel. All right, whoops, I know I don't have any barrels. I guess we're using chests. All right, there we go. So that will be how that is. And then I need to set it to where you can do alloy, and I do alloy on this side. Obviously, if it goes in here, it'll connect, but let's be sure just in case. There we go. So now I got to connect these two up to the belt. All right, and then I got to make sure I'm in line. We are one off, so let me just go. Let me go straight down, and then at some point, we're going to have to dig up. We also got to put belts here. Oh, no. This ain't good. Okay, I'm going to have to go up here. We're going to have to go from this side first. All right, do that, and then we just continue this way to hopefully get it. The bad thing is we are directly under our floor, which is not going to be good. I do need two casings, though. I mean, I don't have to, but I broke my belt. Technically, I can put these right here to pop that, because they're going to be right on this, so I won't have to worry about a thing. Where are my belts at? Am I out of belt? How am I out of belts? I haven't been on this a day. I don't know where anything is. Oh, there it is. All right, there we go. So we have all this. Now I just got to connect the belt for the other chest for the alloy up to this one. All right, so we do that. I'll connect this up. Let me make sure it's going the correct way, and it's not. Nice. All right, so that would drop down. That will go on here. That would then transport over onto this. Let me get some encased chain drives so I can put these over here. I need more encased chain drives, which means I need more casings. Right, do I have any logs on me so I can just throw them in here and throw a chunk of alloy with it? No, I don't. Sad. Alright, so we got a log. And let me put a stack of alloy into the machine. Technically, all I should be able to do is throw it up there. That'll go in, and then all I gotta do is that. It goes right in before it hits the lava, which means it will destroy all the other leaves and stuff. It just makes casings. It's so good. Alright. Oh, look, there's a stack already. It's so fast. Alrighty, there we go. We have our stack now. Now let's set this here. Oh, you're going the wrong way. How sad. I need two gearboxes, so I need one here, and then I have another one. There we go. I need another gearbox. I need to make more gearboxes, which means I need more casings. God, I can't wait to get this farm started. I won't have to worry about making them ever again. Oh, I do have casings. I'm blind. Okay, so there we go. Items drop on, go on there, go down here, and yonder, over yonder. We'll collect up to there. That will hide over there. Cool. Alrighty. So all those are connected. I just gotta put one more block here. I still gotta put lava on. Oh, there is lava. So technically I could just get this machine started. Alright, so yeah, it goes. We just have to let it sit for a minute, which is perfectly fine. Oh, that would make sense some way. I still gotta connect lava to this. Whoops. Which means I gotta connect onto this belt. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and figure that out in a minute. Alright, so this one we just have to connect over. Actually, we should be in a straight line now. Yep, just gotta continue going straight on this way. This will be for bricks. Alright, so right where that is, we should be able to add. Yep, I'll add a piece here just so we can jump down. Give me my belts. Where are my belts? I didn't use them. Okay. I'll say I have 35 belts. We should be able to get some. This actually be pretty easy to connect. All I gotta do is just connect casings over. That's it. Possible. This one's gonna be a little bit more, so I am gonna have to set this up a little bit differently. There we go. So that is all good. And then I just have to add those in, which means, all right, so if I put that funnel in, everything's gonna go, which, I mean, technically it can. I don't have anything over here. We have cobblestone and can't tell. I should, which means everything's really just gonna sit in. I'm kind of okay with that. There it goes. Let's go to our storage real quick. I want to see it all flying. Let me in. It should be sitting in this chest. All right, so yeah, everything will sit here. I don't need any of this to actually go into the system right now. I want to make sure I have all this before I add random stuff. Otherwise, we're just going to have materials scattering everywhere. That's what I don't want. So we will have to organize all this still. I still got to connect the belt. All right, and then we just gotta connect this one up to these two. Cool. Just gotta have that roll on down. Then if we have any other machines, all we gotta do is just connect them onto a belt that is closest to, which really should be pretty easy. It's because we have a belt right here, and then we're not gonna have one that goes up this way, but it would still be here. That would be fine. All right, so here we go. So belts would have to come down, and then I gotta try and connect these onto the same one. Alrighty, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna have a long belt back here, and then that will go straight down, and then we'll have two belts here that will just push onto the, make it a little bit better. We'll do that, and then we just gotta try and connect these. Alrighty, there we go. Let me just grab all this. We'll collect all the cobblestone sitting on here, because we have a lot. We'll just do that one. And I will cover these up just so in case something happens, we won't have to worry about seeing it. And yes, I am making that my excuse, so. Also, in case something somehow jumps off, I won't have to worry about it jumping onto another belt. Even though it all goes to the same spot, I'm not too worried about it. I just don't want it to do it though. I need 2 more gearboxes. Hooray. Alright, so we got that. If I put a cogwheel here with a gearbox, hope this one's the right way. One may go the correct way, the other may not. Now what I'm thinking. Yeah, see, one goes the correct way, the other won't. So if I put one here, go the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to pop this down by 2 shafts here, and then we go scoot down again, boom, and then we put a shaft in this. Yeah, see, and we do that. There we go. So now everything that comes in here will just drop off to that, onto that belt, which will then continue. All right, let's verify. Things drop down, go on, travel onto yonder. So that yonder goes over to donder. Donder goes over to the fan goes over to the barrel. Yeah, it's about accurate. And then items split, so we'll split off here. Other ones will go through here. Yes, I just need a little bit of granite or a little bit of poly. There we go. So now it looks like nothing is here. You just see the reality. Everything is on the move, and it all goes. Alrighty, so let me do one casing real quick, just in case. Do I have any? I don't. I gotta go break a tree real. I mean, I do have logs, just not on me, is what I mean. Right, so those, yep, there they are. They'll go here, and they'll go into that belt, which means when I open that, the barrel, there should be 4 andesite casings. Oh, there's 4 of them right there. All right. There we go. That's a pretty good strategy. Alrighty. All right, there we go. And then all I need is, I just need a little bit of cat layers over here, which I should have some extra trapdoors, panels, layers. So we'll make it to where it's the same blocks, just so if you're seeing it from a distance, you won't actually think you're seeing it. Wow. There we go. That's good. That will go. And then, yeah, we just have to flip up. And I do have to add some power, or not power, chunk loaders. And I only have God. Alrighty, so I don't have to worry about the belts anymore. Those are fully complete. What was the other things I needed to work on? I need to connect this lava pump to that. So let's go ahead and do that real. I could just connecting under. Yeah, we'll have to go right and continue. We can always just pump it out of that. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. And we'll just have it go down. So we got one more to go. Yep, so that will connect like that. And then all I need is some pipes and then a pump, or a few pumps. Bad thing is, I think I'm out of pipes. Never mind. I only have 38. Technically, I am. Alright, so that will connect like that, which means I have to come back down here. We got to connect all the power to this, which I may just connect these pumps off of the one that's right next to it, because really they're all powering off of the same power source. It should be okay. Let me just get, where's a cogwheel? There we go. Then I just need to put a gearbox here, and then I can connect those two up. So let's just get this. We do that. Yeah, we'll pump over here. And then all I got to do is just get a whole bunch of shafts and some more rotators. Cogwheels, pretty much. Technically, if I put a pipe here, that goes there. This, once I turn this on, this should be able to, yeah, there we go. So now we should be getting lava constantly in here, and then this really shouldn't drop it down at all. Which means that's going, which means if we come down here, we have alloy on the board. I was going to turn them into blocks, but I'm not going to, just because that's going to require more on the floor, and I don't want that. So we'll just keep them how it is. They'll get thrown in, and then we can turn them manually into blocks. Alrighty, there we go. And then that one's good. Those will auto turn into bricks, and then that's good. Alrighty, I did it. Thing I just got to do now is, well, organize our storage, which is probably going to be a pain in the butt. So, alrighty. So we pretty much did what we needed to. We got this connected to lava. We got our belts connected. The only thing left would be to get our storage fully organized, which it's probably gonna take a little bit just because we have so much stuff. So that's great. This one's probably gonna be the most difficult, or probably the most annoying, just because there's so many different minerals. Should be very easy. I really don't even need this big of a spot for minerals, but we'll take it just in case we'll have some extra. And then yeah, everything else should be good. It's gonna be a little bit difficult for stone. But with that being said, we are gonna end today's episode right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. I also have what English, not functional. I also have started originally streaming on Twitch and Kick, so if you do want to check that out, everything is down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.